Hey guys, Mondef. Welcome back. I am back at Maly's place because I forgot to grab quite a number of things actually. This being the most important one perhaps. I ate all the stuff to make my own quarry and I forgot to take it. So there we go, got my quarry. As you may know, that's what I was working towards in the mining community server. And I didn't mention it last episode, and I didn't realize until after I recorded it and uploaded. We are playing with Greg Tech on hard here, so it's the same configuration that I was playing on Mine Community. This is the other thing I forgot to take. We talked about it, and we looked at it, and I forgot to tear it down and take it with me. My entire power system. We'll kind of need this. Power is pretty important, so we're going to tear this down, and I'm going to take it with me, and we'll set it up over at my new house. Hi, Maly. Yeah. If you guys are unfamiliar, I know a lot of you guys are new. Maly is my wife. She and I play in the same computer room, so even when I don't have her on Skype with me so you guys can hear her, she can hear me, and she'll type responses if she needs to. Oh, she found one of these moonworm things. I think the grossest sounds, but they're so cool. I love it. I want one for me. The next one we find will be mine, whether she finds it or I do. Alright, let's see. I do need my electric wrench. And we're gonna make sure I'm in lossless mode here. Enabled. We need this. Blink. And there's not enough energy to use it again. This kind of bothers me, actually. While I'm tearing this apart. Like, I get the idea that things break, you know, when you dismantle it. Oh no! What'd you do that for? I was charging my wrench between every usage. No. Okay, it's fine. I get that, you know, sometimes, that's everything, we're good. So, you know, sometimes the, things break, but really, like, it doesn't make very good gameplay, I don't think. You know, like, what's the point? Like, why should they require that I use a very annoying tool in order to, not break all my not break the stuff that I've already crafted. I've already collected all the materials for it. Like, why should I be punished for wanting to pick it up and move it? You know? And it's not really a punishment, since you can make the electric wrench, which really isn't that expensive. And it's just annoying, because it's annoying to have to, you know, charge the electric wrench almost between every usage. You know, it's just, I don't know, it seems kind of pointless. It seems like bad game design. So, anyway, I'm going to dismantle the rest of this. I'm going to take, oh yeah, I'm going to need a lever. Oh, thanks. Do I have a lever? No, I have no lever. Okay, do I have a piece of cobblestone? Yep. Yeah, and that gate that I just took off was holding the system. It's holding the spawner off. So, yep, that'll take a minute. But I'm going to dismantle all of this. I'll be taking all these pieces with me back over to our little island chain that we found last time. Oh, the zombies. Yeah, these stuff too. And I'll catch up with you guys back over at our island chain. So, back in a sec. Okay, I made it back to my house. I think I did these chests off camera, I don't remember for sure. Just a little bit of stuff. I have a portal here. This takes me back to Palm's place in the overworld. So I can get back and forth easily, quickly. That's my my personal frequency. It's my potato gun portal. So nobody can reset that on the server here. And let's see if we can get the chunks to load here. There we are. Neat trick for you guys. F3A will reset the chunk loading. So that's a vanilla feature. If you're having problems with it in vanilla or in Feed the Beast, that will get your chunks reloading. It can take a moment, especially if you're recording, but it's better than having whole missing areas of land. Okay, up we go. I haven't really talked about what my project is, but I think kind of it's time to give it away here, because we're going to get starting to work on it. I'd like to build a space station. It's going to be pretty big, and we're going to set it up here pretty high, up here. It is going to get high enough that the jetpack won't allow us to fly anymore, which is a bit of a problem, but we'll get through that. Oh, did I really only bring that much cobble? 6 more. So it will be a bit of a problem, but we'll get through it. We'll get around it. We can build ladders and staircases. There we go. That's what I needed. Ladders and staircases and all that stuff to be able to move vertically. We don't have to use jetpacks. I think, if memory serves, we cut out at about Y190 or so, when you can no longer use jetpacks. I am on. I know you can start to see the fog coming on. I just wanted to show you here. I'm on render distance normal. I don't play on far just because when I'm recording, far makes my computer graphics card kind of freak out a little bit. So, yeah. So this is up we go. We can get up here high enough, get the fog really to take away most of the land, because I'd like to be up to the point where when you look at the space station, it looks like a giant shape in the air. Oh. That's the spot right there where we can no longer fly with the jetpack. Let's see if we can get up there on top of that. There we go. Alright, jetpack useless. Still have my long fall boots, so I'm not really scared working up here. Yeah, up in the clouds, this works for me. I like this height. 202, let's go with something even. 205, okay. The first core section of the space station, the same with really any space system, is you need to be able to power everything. So that's what we're going to build first, and that's what's going to become the core, the center point that we will build the space station around. And I won't bore you with a whole bunch of placing blocks. I will be building basically the whole shape out of cobblestone, because I have access to a lot of cobblestone. We'll probably need to do the power system and then the storage facility, and then we'll go through and, using the wand of equal trade, I can change out these blocks very easily. So that's what we'll plan on. I fell off. I have to get up here again. Like that. Oh, all the way up. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably build everything out of cobble, at least the most of everything, and then we'll get the power system, we'll get the storage solution, and then we'll wand of equal trade everything up to be much prettier. But we do want to build at least basic shapes. So I'm going to build a giant platform, start laying out and deciding on some shapes. I'll get back to you once I have something more interesting to show than a cobblestone square. Back in a while. Alright, I've got something, but I ran out of cobble, so we're gonna take some more of Maly's cobble. Oh, that's too much. Oh, I double-clicked. Whoops. A few more. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, there's better. Alright, let's head back out. Yeah, I do have a little bit basic layout set up. It's nothing amazing. It's completely a cobble so far. We'll fix it. But yeah, that's what we've got. For me, it just looks like a giant floating circle. Let's get up there. We'll need to make a real way to get into it here pretty quick, since you can't fly up with the jetpack, and you're going to come up right up underneath the reactor, which should be bad if you were to take this for very much longer. But let's go ahead and knock this out. There we go. We don't need that on anymore. Let's just at least put it in hover mode. There we go. Knock this out here. So here's what I've got. We're going to use a circle as the base shape here. This room is a square, and this is why I needed more to fill this in. Because this is the zombie spawning chamber. Yeah, we need a chamber for them to spawn into that we can use to kill them. I'm going to use a pretty basic and kind of old school design. You know what would be maybe a little bit more fun than using lava? Using turtles. Well, no, the problem with using turtles, this is why I think I won't do it, is that they drop experience orbs when you use turtles to kill them. Which is like, oh cool, experience, you get experience. We don't get that much experience from zombies. Okay, tier 5 spawner, you'd get a lot of experience pretty quickly, but you know, is it really enough to use as an experience farm? Not really. So do you bother picking it up or not? And the whole point to this system is I want it to be totally no input. So if I don't want to go pick up the experience, I shouldn't have to. And if I don't pick up the experience orbs, they'll pile up and cause a lot of entities, and that could lag. If not, if I run a lot of power and spawn a lot of zombies and kill a lot of zombies, could actually even crash the server. So I'm going to be a responsible server member and go ahead and not use turtles, although it would be fun. There we go, like that. Alright, so then we've got come up here and we've got a circle. So I think I'm just going to use the old school lava design. Use a lava blade to kill them off. So yeah, up here we've got a circle. This will be the actual reactor room. This is where you'll come and be able to monitor the reactor power situation. Yeah, so we're going to have we have 4 faces here, and there will be 3 unique sides, and then 1 will be doubled. So what we're going to do here, and actually bring the machines up here, one side of this will be the energy storage. We're going to start with 1 MFE, but as our needs expand, we'll expand this up to, you know, 2 MFEs, or an MFSU, or 10 MFSUs, or an IASU, or something, whatever we decide we need for our power needs. And for sure that'll expand as we open up the reactor to more and more power usages. On this side, we're going to need 1 centrifuge, so I think we'll put that over here. Maybe over there, just to keep things kind of symmetrical. 1 centrifuge, and then we're going to use 2 stacks of gas turbines. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do here. One side, and then the opposite. One side will be the storage, the other side will be the centrifuge, and then the gas turbines. Actually, that might make more sense, because the gas turbines feed power into the storage anyway. Might be easier to wire it that way. So, we're going to try to make it to fit in this footprint, but I think I'm going to need to go 1 further out, so that this will actually be out here. So we'll have the storage device, and then yeah, the centrifuge will go here. The reason why is because I'm using routers, and I need 3 routers on one of these faces. So I think that this would allow me to make this a circle, basically. That's why I'm looking at it this way, as opposed to being like a kind of an awkward diamond. So I think that's the shape we'll probably go with. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good in this area. Yeah, looks pretty cool. You know what would be kind of neat is if on the MFE line, if we had like lights that would indicate like how many of them are fully charged. That could be kind of cool. Would it work? Oh no, I fell off again. Alright, I'll have to think about that for a second and gather up the machines and prepare to build it. I'll get back up there, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, shapes are all set up, and I think we're ready to lay in all of the machinery. Just get to work here very quickly. This shouldn't take terribly long here. What we're gonna do... Oh, I forgot to make this part of it. Basically, we want the... Actually, it's gonna go right here. One further over here. We want the lava to kill the zombies for us. That way we don't have to worry about killing them with fall damage or a turtle or something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. But there are some concerns that we have to keep in mind when we're working with lava this way. Of course, lava is dangerous to us as well, so we want to make sure it's safely encapsulated. But more importantly, if we're going to be pushing zombies with water, and we're going to be using lava, we don't want the lava to turn the water into stone or into cobblestone or something like that. Oh, I forgot a sign. I actually need 2 signs. I think I actually have them down here. Forgot to pick them up. Am I on hover? What's going on? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we need to make sure we stop the lava. But this... I don't have any signs. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... And a stick. Alright, there we go. But for the most part, this shouldn't be... none of this should be a huge surprise to many of you guys, since this design has been out and around for a very long time. Just gonna use some of the machines to take better advantage of it than we could have in the old vanilla worlds, when people were building these a lot more often. Alright, and this goes right there to hold up the lava. Oh, I don't even need this here. I'm silly. What I needed here was an obsidian pipe. The obsidian pipe will hold up the lava, which I'm going to plop there. Pretty sure this is right. Make sure that spreads correctly. Good. And it doesn't go any further, which is exactly what we want. We do need a few more blocks here. Wall this up. That can go now. Actually, let's go ahead and leave this open here. There we go. I did need a sign for here, though. I'm going to make a water source up here. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to fill this in with water. Like this, there we go. Across there. And come down here, one goes there, and one more for here. Now this should push the zombies all the way into that lava blade, which is exactly what we want. When they die, their drops will also get pushed into that obsidian pipe, which is perfect. So we're all set. I think we're set to... Well, we're not set to close that up yet, but getting close. Alright, so now, once they get... Oh, no. Once they get pushed out of that... pushed into the lava, die in the lava, get into the obsidian pipe. We're going to need their flesh up on the surface, so here's where we're going to move that. Probably going to send it right through that corner right there. So let's see. Yep, like right there. So let's send this over here. And let's see, the corner is right there. So went one too far. It's alright, I got tons of this stuff. I wasn't afraid of it falling. We actually have, because of the zombie pigman spawner that I showed you guys at Palm's place, we have tons of gold, so we're really not worried. I'm not worried about losing gold piping. I can always use a facade to cover this if I want, or I can leave it visible if I think I want to, you know, have the design of it showing, so I can see the zombie flesh coming through it. So let's go one more. High enough? Yeah. We can always adapt this later if we decide we don't like the way it looks. So we're gonna do this. We're just going to do a zigzag into the middle. Like that. And are we there yet? Nope. And there we are, right? Actually, right here. It's hard to tell from up there. Let's see. We want it to be right above this area. It's a bit dark up here. Let's just go and throw some torches down here. Not quite so dark anymore. Now it needs to go over one more. Become so accustomed to the jetpack. Oh, maybe it didn't. No, it was good. It was right where it was. Break. I've become so accustomed to the jetpack that it's kind of hard to not have it again. But alright, so that gets us right to where we need it to be, which is perfect. So that's a pretty good height. We can always adjust it if we want to later. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna pipe it underneath the floor instead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna instead of bringing it out and around so you can actually see it in the room, I'm gonna pipe it up underneath the floor here. This is too thick, so I'll pipe it up on that floor level, which will be the ceiling of the zombie room, but I'm not really worried about that. We're gonna bring it across the ceiling of the zombie room, which is below this block, and then bring it up inside the middle here. Just as I'm seeing the pipe out here, I'm not liking it, so I'm gonna tear that out and fix it. I'll be back in a sec. There we go. That's so much better. Yup. So much better having that pipe running underneath the ground. This will be covered with a router. This will pipe straight into a router, so I'm not worried about getting back into there or anything like that. From underneath, let's take a look at it from down here. Over there. If I can get in here. Here we go. Oh, don't push me, water. Here we go. From underneath you can see the pipe is up there, but that's not going to catch on any zombies or anything like that. And once this is enclosed, we're not going to come in here anyway, so that doesn't bother me. If I do decide to make like viewing windows or something like that at a later date, I can always use facades to cover that up, so that doesn't bother me at all. So let's move on. Alright, so we're going to use this pipe for two different things. The first is, of course, we're going to pipe the zombie flesh with it. We've already gotten to there. But the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to use it to read the fill state of the router. I have a router on me? Okay. So the router is going to go right here. And this router will take the zombie flesh and fill all the centrifuges that we decide to add to this. So when this becomes empty, or when it doesn't have any more flesh, that's when we're going to want the zombie grinder to turn on to get more flesh to get to the router to distribute to all the centrifuges again. That way all the centrifuges stay full and the router keeps a little bit in it, so we can pay attention to whether or not there are items in the inventory. Or do we want to do inventory empty? That's probably better. Okay. We're going to add red pipe wire on here, like this, and send a red pipe signal down. That works for me. I'm going to have to get underneath there to have to open this up here again, so we can wire this. So send this pipe. Oh no, actually we don't want to send it that far. If you shift right click the pipe, you can get the wire back without needing to break the pipe. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It does have to be an empty hand though. So that's the first thing we wanted to do is bring the flesh up here. The second thing that we wanted to do is turn that farm on. So when it's empty, let's see, it's empty, turns on the pipe wire, gets to there, but then I was running the wire along here like we wanted it to get to where the flesh is going to be. No, we need to get it to where the spawner is going to be, which is, if you can see it, it's inside of there. So let's go ahead and open up this. I'm going to want to open that up. Let's see, I think it's right under here. Yeah, there's the spawner. So this is where the spawner is. And I think I have all the pieces that I need. Maybe I do not. Where did I put? I don't have them. Alright, I forgot the covers. But we'll wire this up. We'll wire that part. Oh, we don't want it coming up that far. We're going to wire it straight to right there. We're really going to do that. And to bridge this gap, we're just going to use cobblestone structure pipe. And the pipe wire will jump that gap just fine. Come to here. At this point, we will use another iron gate here. And this iron gate, and you can see the wire that's underneath there attaches. So if the red pipe signal is on, then or if it's off, we want the redstone signal. Right? If it's on, that means it's empty. So this would mean that it's not empty, that it has stuff in it. And if it has stuff in it, then we want the redstone signal on, which will turn off the spawner. Blech. I hate dealing with all of those negatives. Okay, but I think we're good to go there. Oh, well, that's going to stay open like that. Okay, good. So I think we're ready. I think we can cover this up. We didn't need to open this up in the first place. Good, good. Alright. So our spawner is activated. So the spawner will be active so long as there's not something in my router here. Once there's something in the router, it'll turn off the spawner. That's perfectly exactly what we want. Good, good. Good, good, good. Next step. We're going to need 2 more routers here. 1, 2. Like here. So we can get the flesh into the centrifuges, which we can go ahead and put this down here so we can keep track of where stuff is. So let's put it into the centrifuge. This one will need to take out the mercury. Yeah, we'll do that. So this one will extract the mercury, which we can send straight across. If I have machine parts bag, one of these, and we'll grab these. We'll just grab those and all the rest of my golden transport pipe. So this is going to send this over to here, and this is where we'll go ahead and put the. Oh wait, no, this is going to go to. I need to think about this for a second. Alright, I had to take a break since I want to have gas turbines on both this side here and on the other side to make it even and kind of mirrored. But the reason I had to take a break is because I had to figure out how to get the routers, which will fill and pull the empty cells out of the gas turbines without getting in the way of the wiring that I'll use to charge the MFEs or MFSUs or whatever. This is what I came up with. These are furnaces underneath here, and we'll need to fill the furnaces with some sort of junk item. I'll use rotten flesh here. This will make sure that my routers don't put items into the furnaces. And we're using furnaces because they count as a machine, so the way these routers work is they look for a machine around them, and then if they find one, they look for a machine around them. And so this will find this furnace, which will find that furnace, and then that one, and then that one, and then this gas turbine right here. But I don't want it inserting the items into these furnaces, so I'm filling what is... I accidentally clicked on that. I always do that. The item that you're smelting in the furnace is slot 0, which is also the slot that in the gas turbine, which will plop down now. If I can, there you go. This is slot 0, the in is slot 0, the out is slot 1, which in the furnace is this one, the fuel. So I'm not going to put anything into there since we'll be extracting items out of there. So these all have rotten flesh, so they'll never have the methane, which is what we're going to get out from here. And then this will look for a place to put the methane. It'll look, find the gas turbine, and put it in. Same thing in the other way. After it's put one in there, it'll look for another one, and it'll find this one over here. And it'll put it in there. And this way I'm not, actually out of glass fiber cabling. I'm going to need to make some more. This way it won't limit my ability to wire over here to my MFE. So I'll just run a glass fiber cable back inside of here, and I'm not in the way. So yes, let's go ahead and set this one to insert into slot 0. Then we should see the methane cell should go into one of these guys. There it is. Filled it with turbine, and that now has an empty cell in the out slot, which is what this other router is for. This will be set to, let's see, slot 1, extract. So there you can see it gets the empty cell, which then we will pipe back, which now we've got piping connection issues. Let's see, I can send this up and then alright, now I gotta figure out how to get the pipes to fit without interacting with each other. I think I've got space under here. Yep, I can use this space. Let's see. We're about out of time for this episode, and I do want to get this project finished today, so I'm going to figure this off camera, and I'll be right back once I figure out how to get the pipes to not cross each other. Alright, I got it. I did lay in these fiber optic lines. I had to go get some more glass fiber from Maly's place. She said I could have as much as I want, which is awesome. And I laid these in mostly so that I knew kind of where my limit was as far as piping is concerned. There's other ways I could have done this. And maybe other ways would have been even a little bit cleaner, but this works. And this is all going to get hidden anyway. This will go inside a pillar. So I'm not that worried about the way that it looks. So what we're doing here, this will... this isn't set to the right values. This will extract from slot, let's see here. This is 0, 1, 2. Extract from slot, from slot 2. Extract from 2. Alright, so that'll extract the mercury cells out. And then using an Artarchik gate, as long as there is not a redstone signal, which should be all the time, energy pulsar. It's stuck in here again. Okay. And that will pump that over into this iron pipe, which is set to always put input into the router. I'm using iron pipes here instead of a wooden pipe, or instead of like stone and cobblestone, because a stone or a cobblestone pipe here would still connect back to the router, and you could get a feed through. So I needed this to be an iron gate so that iron pipes would always go down, then the iron gate would connect to the stone or the cobblestone pipe. So I've had to use an iron pipe here to always force it into this router, which we talked about already inserts it into slot 0 of either one of the gas turbines. This one then will extract the empty cells. We already set that up. Then we'll set this guy so that same thing. If the redstone signal is off, which it always should be. Yay, rain's gone. Energy pulsar. Which will pulse this up, send the empty cell around, and that empty cell will get sent into this last router, which will insert this into slot 1. That went into slot 0. That's not what we want at all. That probably went into one of these other routers as slot 0. Slot 1. Actually, I started it. Slot 0 worked, which is bizarre, but... No, that's weird that slot 0 would work. Maybe the centrifuge might be taking care of it for us. It went to put it in the 0, and then it was the cell, so it put it through it up here. Must have been what happened. But you can see it's running now, which is actually... is that okay? That's okay, because this gas turbine has had a chance to empty. So there will be enough power in here. So, yeah, this guy is now fully automatic. Zombie-powered EU system. Yeah. These right here, these will be pillars. I don't know if I'll use maybe indicator lights or something to show the system running, or if I'll bother with that. And then just kind of to give you an idea of what this will look like moving forward. This will need to stay this way. I'll probably need to get some facades out to cover this up. I was thinking about putting indicator lights on here to indicate like how full the overall system is, but that wouldn't really work. I could put these in series, but the wires, I would need to have at least one side with wires. Like I could cross-connect that over to here and run wire up one side, but then I'd only be able to fit lights on the other side, so that's not going to work out. So we're not going to worry about it. If I wanted to stack these in series, I could, instead of having this output line going here, I could have the output line going straight up, and then I could have the charge lines going back here. But there are a lot of good reasons why I want to sit these in parallel. If you're not familiar with electronics, we'll learn more about that later. But suffice to say, this is the way I want it. So we're good to go. This is all running. Anyway, power system operating. We've gone a little bit over, but I'm out of time. I'm Mondef. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you like this episode, leave a like, either with a thumb or in the comments. Either way works for me. I'll see you next time.